What's going on, guys? Fun with Eyes back again, and welcome to a very exciting episode of Fun with Guns. Now, before I get into this unboxing video, here's a little disclaimer. I've never unboxed a firearm before, so we're going to do my best to keep this short and fairly informative. And yes, indeed, I am one lucky man. If you guys saw my last two unboxing videos, they were on a couple of pretty sweet fixed blades that I got as gifts because it was my birthday just a little while back. And I mean, those were awesome gifts. I couldn't be more thankful, and I was so excited to share them with you guys. And I really had to tone down my excitement to have some objective opinion about them, you know, at least before I actually get to know them. And I'm going to try to do the same here. But I got a new gun, and I am so excited to show you guys. We'll talk a little bit about it, and of course I'll avoid all the specs, the trigger pull weight, all that kind of stuff. We'll save it all for the review, and I'll just show you guys what came with my Ruger LC9S and how I'm going to use this. I'm going to train with it and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that. But here is the box, white cardboard box, huge Ruger logo, and apparently this is bought at Cabela's. There's more branding there than Ruger. But this is the Pro model without the magazine disconnect, without the manual safety. Let's take a look here. Look at the firearm itself in just a moment. Let's look at what comes with it. Now, this is your cable lock, of course. This looks like a trigger lock too. I don't have one of these as of yet, so that's going to be kind of cool not to have a huge cable lock going through this little gun. Ruger knives, made by CRKT. Catalog there. Here is your instruction manual. So I definitely need to look through this before I throw some rounds down range. So they classify it as your lightweight compact pistol. Here is something to do with a recall. Install free, unique improvement. All right. More shopruger.com. They're really pushing some product at you. Owner and firearm information request. I don't know if that's a thing. Did anybody do that? And this looks like an NRA membership. All right, cool. Youth Handgun Safety Act, whole lot of stuff I'm sure they had to put in there. A cool Ruger sticker, I can tell you where that's going on my laptop. And then your flat magazine plate. It does come with the pinky extension. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And on the bottom of the box it says made in the USA. So that's pretty damn cool. Now, if you guys have been following Fun with Guns playlist for any amount of time, you'll know that my first gun that I bought was that Steyr M9A1. It's a double stack 9mm, and I've been shooting that thing a ton. I mean, I've been hitting either the outdoor range or the indoor range once a week, and very rarely will I skip a week. In fact, I might go here in just a couple of days, but I've been really getting more comfortable with the pistol platform. Like I said, I am a fairly novice shooter, but over the past couple of months, I felt myself slowly improving, both in accuracy, comfortability, all that sort of stuff. And with my birthday coming and going, I got this beauty. Now let's take a look at it. It will come with this little band around the handle, around the grip. That's what I meant. Ruger LC9S Pro, professional model. Only meant for professionals, huh? The no manual safety, I believe it's going to be located right here, and then no magazine disconnect, which is something I definitely didn't want. So let's make sure this thing is extra clear. You can see here, pop that mag out. That definitely seems to be the case. Now, if you guys know anything about my other pistol, the Steyr M9A1, it holds 17 rounds. It's a full-size pistol. And I really wanted that one because I liked it. I mean, I went over a whole video why I bought it. But really, it was a great one to learn on. And now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, I figured it might be time, fairly soon, to get something more like this size. And this is definitely in the conceal carry realm. This is a single stack 9mm with a 7-round magazine, and just the one, by the way. So that's kind of strange. I know, I feel like Ruger is kind of notorious for doing that, but I feel like Ruger's coming in at a lower price point as well. That might be why, but who knows. But this is a single stack 9mm meant for concealed carry. Now, I do not conceal carry. I don't even have my permit as of yet. And there's a whole myriad of reasons why that is, and I might even do a video about it. But this is in preparation to get ready for it, because this is going to be the gun that I will conceal. Once I have that concealed, once I'm comfortable with it, and I find out if it's right for me and all that kind of stuff, this is the one that's going to do that. So let's get a good look at this thing. LC9S. Got a little notice here, gun will fire with magazine removed. Ruger on the polymer frame there. Little logo in there as well. And I'm not sure if this magazine release button is reversible or not. I don't think it is, but I mean, it's definitely possible that it does come for righties. It looks like your slide release or slide catch is going to be just on the one side here. And I noticed, and I don't know if this is something I'm just, this is knowledge I'm not privy to. This slide release is incredibly stiff. I don't know if it's just because it's a new gun or if it's something I'm just not aware of. But I mean, compared to my Steyr, I mean, I can really let that slide go every time, no problem. But especially with the mag in there, I can't even get this thing to release. So I don't know if that's just because of the magazine, but even like that, that's one powerful little spring here. Now you can see that this thing is really small in comparison to my hand. And like I said, I do not conceal yet, but just compared to my other pistol, the Steyr, this thing is going to be miles easier to conceal. Now, of course, I did test out the trigger and double check, make sure we're clear here. It feels like a longer trigger pull, but it's super smooth. And I mean, not that I care about the reset too much, but the reset seems like it's quite a bit out there. But the trigger does seem nice. I've heard good things about it, so I'm really excited to get this thing to the range and get some rounds through it, because that's really why I'm doing this unboxing video. So let's look at the sight picture here. Kind of standard 3-dot sight. You can see there's a little wiggle room for that front sight between there. Nothing super special, but they do seem to be ramped, so there's nothing to be caught on the rear sight there. Yeah, I dig the sights. They're kind of minimal, and that's what you would expect with a single stack 9 like this. That's going to be meant for concealed carry. It's definitely lightweight. You can see, read instruction manuals, of course. Prescott, Arizona, and a 9mm Luger. These sights do look quite adjustable. I don't know if it's just for elevation or windage or both. Definitely something I'll look into if I need it. Here is the rear view. You can see this thing is ultra slim, especially in this area right here, the grip. It's crazy slim, and I can tell now that I have two pistols that this is extremely different in grip angle, I mean, and bore axis, and it really doesn't look that way. I mean, this might only be a couple degrees different in grip angle, but I mean, really the difference is substantial in hand, and I'm guessing it's going to be even more so once I put some rounds down range. Now, let me show you this grip with the pinky extension. It fits my pinky, not extremely comfortably, but it's there. I'm mostly worried about this location. I fired a couple of small pistols now in this size category, even a little bit smaller, and I know this part here is what really gets you when you're throwing lots of rounds down range through these subcompact or compact pistols. So I'm anxious to see how that is going to work. But I do like this scallop here they got here. There's a scallop on each side that really rests your fingers in nicely. So I mean, it gives you a little bit more grip than you'd think you'd get on something so small. Now, if I were to conceal this right now, I mean, in the future, this is probably the case as well, I will probably throw on this flat magazine plate. So that flush magazine plate is probably gonna take off a ½ an inch off the grip here. Definitely leave your pinky floating, but that's fine. You want it more concealable. Here's the magazine here. 7 rounds, so you got 7 + 1 if you're gonna throw one in the chamber. It says made in Italy, interesting. Magazines seem decent. I haven't really loaded them up yet. Like I said, I just got this really recently, but I do like the force of that magazine release. And it seems like there's good tension on that thing. It really holds it in there. The magazine button's fairly small and out of the way, which is, I think, ideal on a firearm like this. You don't want your magazine accidentally disengaging. There are no front slide serrations or any sort of Picatinny rail or anything to attach any sort of aftermarket lights, lasers, or anything like that. You're kind of just stuck with what you get. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. This thing, I want it to be minimal as of right now, and I want to get good with it, and then we'll look at concealing it in the future. I believe that this is a loaded chamber indicator right here with the ejector. If not, you do have a little view window here. You got a port. I think that's maybe all I really wanted to go over. I mean, we're approaching 10 minutes here. And it's insane, really, the size decrease of a single stack 9 like this that holds 7 compared to a double stack 9 that holds 17. this thing, I mean, although it doesn't feel extremely small in hand, you can really see that, I mean, this thing fit in my jeans pocket. I tried it out, and it actually fits. I mean, it's fairly noticeable, but it's just kind of strange how that works. Now, the slide serrations are decent. They're not super grippy, and the slide it's not difficult to rack at all. I mean, it's not bad. Definitely probably wouldn't be the case under pressure or anything like that if you had to do it quickly. But the overall shape, it's nice and contoured. I love how the barrel's contoured. I mean, the trigger guard's nice and round. Everything about it seems round. It's not blocky at all, and I think it would slide in and out of holsters very well, and that's definitely what it's made for. So, hope I didn't talk you guys' ear off too much. I'm just really excited. I got another pistol. My arsenal is up to 3 guns now. I got a Ruger 1022, an LC9S Pro, and a Steyr M9A1, and I want to take them all to the range and film it for you guys. So, thanks for watching, guys. As always, let me know what you guys think about my super sweet birthday present in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you guys are LC9S owners, any experience you have with them, reliability, ammo selection, anything like that. Like I said, I'm going to get good with it. I want to be proficient and be very comfortable with this platform. And then maybe we'll get into the other stuff. So, thanks for watching, guys, as always. And remember, have fun with your guns.